What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Jeff's Adventures. Today we're back at Historic Auto Attractions Museum and we're going to take a look inside Gangster Land. Now they have some of the coolest gangster era memorabilia here that you're ever going to see. Now we have to start right here. Now most of you know the story about John Dillinger, famous bank robber. He was killed at the Biograph Theatre in Chicago, and this is the gun that is registered to have been the one that killed John Dillinger. It was used by Martin Zarkovich. He was an East Chicago police officer. Autopsy reports confirmed that the bullet was fired from this gun with this serial number right here. Now this right here is an award for outstanding service to the city of East Chicago, presented to Martin Zarkovich. And here is his badge. Now, here is a case of John Dillinger memorabilia. Now, John Dillinger was killed at the Biograph Theatre. The movie he was watching the night that he was killed in was Manhattan Melodrama, starring Clark Gable. This suit right here is the suit that Clark Gable was wearing in that movie. Now, they also have, this is a badge that was used by the constable in Little Bohemia. Now, they just have so much stuff here. I can't possibly show you everything, but these are guns that belonged to John Dillinger's father and grandfather. Here is a flash suppressor, or a silencer, that was used by the Dillinger gang. Here is one of Dillinger's pistols that was left behind in Little Bohemia. Dillinger's .45 caliber. And another John Dillinger pistol left at Little Bohemia. There's a life mask. Now there's just so much stuff to see here. This is the infamous 1932 Studebaker Commander that was used by John Dillinger in a bank robbery. October of 1933, $75,000 and change stolen. And this car was also used in Public Enemies. The museum here loaned it to Universal Studios, and this car was driven by Johnny Depp in Public Enemies. Take a little look in there. It's kind of interesting if you think back at the time period back then and how some of this stuff would have looked. Now here is John Dillinger's shirt. It's just fascinating to me how a small museum like this could get all this stuff. Now, this museum started as a private collection of a local businessman, and it became a public museum. But some of the stuff that he has is one of a kind that you're never going to see anywhere else. And if you guys can tell by my videos, I absolutely love this place. Indiana State Penitentiary. And here is a Tommy gun. Just under that, we have Lizzie Borden items. We have this bucket-sized brass dough maker and Lizzie Borden's ice pick. Where else are you going to see this? A clock from Lizzie Borden's house. And we have Bonnie and Clyde stuff. We have a Barrows Gang flashlight from the Dexter shootout. And here's some items that were taken out of the death car in 1934. Bonnie and Clyde's gun, recovered bullets from the death car, and this is the coolest thing. These are the Bonnie and Clyde death hats. These are the actual hats they were wearing when they were gunned down in 1934 in Louisiana. You can see the bullet holes still in Bonnie's hat, and in the back of Clyde's hat, you can see bullet holes. Just take a good look at that. I mean, this is history, and you can get so close to this and just take a look at it, and you can feel the history. In some cases, you can smell the history, but just absolutely phenomenal. And we'll keep going around Gangsterland. This is the Bonnie and Clyde movie car, not the actual car. The actual car is in Primm, Nevada at Whiskey Pete's. This is the car that was made by George Barris for the 1967 film starring Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. And they actually shot holes in this car to make this as realistic as possible. Now take a good look at this. Now they did a really, really good job on creating this. Isn't that just fascinating? How cool is that? Now as we go around the room here, this is the vault doors from the Lexington Hotel in Chicago, which was Al Capone's office. And then right here we have Al Capone distributing truck. I mean, how cool is this kind of stuff? And then over here, I know I posted a video on this before, but it's just too cool to not show again. This is the it's labeled 1932 Bulletproof Cadillac, but I've been told many times that it's not actually a 1932, but nevertheless, it is a 1930s Cadillac, armored. And you can see the portholes in here for Tommy guns. If you saw this car coming at you in the 1930s, it would not be a good sign. You would probably be in a lot of trouble, and it just wouldn't be a good thing to see. So I'll show you guys a little bit of this. But just the fact that these cars like this still exist, it's kind of cool, kind of creepy, but it's an amazing thing. See if I can show you guys inside this a little bit. Now, if you were in here, this would be the view. How cool is that? Now, if you guys like seeing things from this museum, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out some of the other videos that I posted. I have my main channel, Frizel Productions, also, that I post every week on there. I post a lot of random things on this channel that might not necessarily do good on that channel. And if I encounter something that's really cool, I'll make a second video and post it on this channel. But there is going to be a lot of really cool stuff on here. I do update this channel fairly often now. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. This is Gangsterland at Historic Auto Attractions in Roscoe, Illinois. So thanks for joining me on today's Jeff's Adventures, and have a great day.